And
welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos. Oh no,
Where did our video go?
It's all over the place.
Yeah, I had it all recut. So did we?
Oh no.
Here's...
Oh, because Dawn, you have it as the Dawn overlay.
Yeah.
Well, no, there we go.
I keep forgetting it's under social media, right? Yeah. Here it is.
Welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos reigns in all of our content.
I haven't reset overlay in like 3 weeks, so this one, so you know.
Chaos.
Oh. Welcome to our Friday night Cyberpunk game.
Obscura's just waking up, so whatever.
Fair. Obscura was knocked out all last game, so. Whew. Tonight, we are playing in Somnum Exterreri, and I will introduce all of my players and the characters they're playing right now. Oh yeah, I'm Kristen. Hi. It's gonna be one of those days.
We just don't want to wake up.
And you can find me on the internet at Darcerelish, and I'm the GM. And we're gonna go to Kat.
Kat, also known as Autumn Knox on Twitter, and the producer who can't get her shit together today. Tonight I am playing Obscura, our netrunner, and we're gonna find out what happens when I wake up, I guess, from this knocked out state that I was in last week. And that's it.
Eric with Quincy.
Hi, my name is Eric. I'm playing Half Moon Harvey, the Fixer. I'm also known as Trials of Ren TTRPG on Instagram, and currently not Twitter because they accidentally suspended my account. Still trying to figure that out. So hopefully that's
a bunch of bullshit.
That's a supreme amount of bullshit. Yeah.
And Marie.
I'm Marie. I'm Woven Freckles on Twitter, and I'm playing Patches, our mid-tech.
Eric with Juicies.
I'm Eric. I go by Despair on social media. I am playing our intimidating exec.
Doesn't know bureaucracy, but he can intimidate the shit out of people.
Can't do business. Save his life.
How do you think I got so high in the organization?
It's not because he knows how to do his job.
That is exactly how business works.
And last but not least, Tim.
I am Tim, playing Blackmore on Twitter. I am playing Lobo, the solo murder hobo, you know.
Oh no.
The rhyming gets.
I'm working on these guys. They're just some of them are still on the board. It's okay.
Been going on for 15 minutes and it won't stop.
And last week, we saw a peer-to-peer net run happen where it took Obscura down because she was not prepared, and also because Kat was not here.
He rolled really bad.
I rolled right out of the house in my car.
Half Moon Harvey met back up with the party, and they did find Jimmy the Snake, who it turns out was an old pal that went by a different moniker when Harvey knew him. So it made that part of it fairly easy. Lobo threw 3 people? Just two.
One was living. Only one was living.
I couldn't remember if there was a third one towards the end, but
no, he threatened to.
Oh no, there was 3 monsters, but the third one was when you guys were on the boat. That's right.
Right.
He threw a dead body in to see what they meant by chum the water. That one was attacked by what appeared to be a giant squid that squished his brain out the top of his head. Then, when he figured out that Obscura was being attacked, he, with the help of some good perception rolls on the part of Harvey and Domino, figured out that there was a netrunner attacking her. And he bodily took him and threw him into the water. And luckily, rolled well on a roll that wouldn't normally be great for him. And remembered to get the cyber deck off of his arm so that they could jack him out of Obscura's brain. That one was devoured by That was the catfish, wasn't it? That was the giant
Catfish.
catfish.
Big
Yeah.
catfish with teeth.
Catfish with shark teeth.
Genetic engineering, man, it gets crazy. They got some of the information they needed. They hung out around the prison platform while Obscura was coming back too. And they met their contacts to go across the water to Freedom, the Freedom City that is down here. On the way, Lobo got to use a harpoon grenade launcher to attack a shark that was circling the boat and got shark teeth that he is having Harvey inscribe to make a necklace for Janetta.
So romantic.
Bite is good.
Bite is good.
Bite is good.
They did make it to Furidamu, and they have seen the edges of it with its festive atmosphere. The boats lined around the edges that they have their own gardens that they grow their food in the actual boats. So the boats can move and the gardens can go to where they need to sell their goods. They have exited the boat and have reached the platform, and that is where we left off. So welcome to the mid-season finale of Somnum Exterreri. Street fashion.
At this point, are we still on the boat or are we about to?
You've just docked at the jetty and have disembarked and are like looking into a part of the city. There is a ton of buildings here. They've built entire pagodas. They have built there's what looks like a couple like Viking style longhouses. There is Japanese lanterns everywhere. It just looks like a better version of Ignis down here, where they had free reign on what they were going to do, and enough people brought goods that they could build with or trade the guards for building materials.
Okay. And I guess just to reiterate some things, this place, they don't take eddies, they trade.
Yeah, it's all
And
trade and
we're-
barter down here.
Yeah.
All right, and we're looking for Risk, a fixer who works for Arasaka.
Nope.
No.
The risk is in the casino.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to meet a contact here and do some job for Frink, is what we're supposed
Yeah,
to
this
do.
is where you can find the, you do know that the designers, as well as a woman and 2 children, were in the last like couple weeks ferried over here as payment to somebody else. So you can look for them.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah, but first, we need to get Lobo some new clothes.
Well, also, I have
mean-
questions. I mean,
It is on extent.
he can go like roll over a homeless person or something to get his clothes.
when you say roll over, I mean, you're not talking like how an alpha wolf rolls himself on a dead fish to make himself the alpha. Is that what we're
I mean-
talking about?
whatever he wants to do. I don't really pay attention. He just goes and comes back in some sort of menagerie of mismatched clothing.
Is that what you do, Lobo?
Also, I do not subscribe to alpha mentality. That is
So,
completely debunked, by the way. So
so before I continue to talk shit, how awake am I, and how much have I already been told about what happened?
I did not tell you anything.
You woke up on the boat on the way over. You've stirred a couple of times, but he basically knocked you out with the when he jacked in, because he did it brute force. And so you're slightly groggy, but you were brought back up to full health and everything by Patches, because there was a little bit of damage taken. And then it was the shock that left you knocked out for it was about 6 hours you were not, or 5 hours you were knocked out.
So I'm just kind of like getting off the boat dazed, or is somebody like carrying me off the boat? Like, am I awake? Because I'm trying to figure out where I'm starting at from
As you went over, you started to stir and sit up, and you're able to move of your own accord, but you're still a little out of it, but not at any detriment to any rolls or anything.
And I will lift you out of the boat. So
How about you tell me what happened?
nothing happened. Nothing.
Okay,
Mm.
so
We went
that is-
We went fishing.
that is
We
bullshit.
saw some fish. Maybe I throw someone in. Not a big deal.
So,
Um,
at this point, Obscure's just looking at him like, okay, now where's the real fucking story?
He is telling us the right story. Just
He's
I mean,
who attacked me?
oh, he very funny story. So he
Haha.
is Leech, was Leech.
Was. So I don't get to actually take a piece of him.
No, you'd have to
Well,
fight
we
with the
can
fish
go
for that.
fishing later, and you can get a piece of the fish that ate him.
yeah, you'd have to gut him out. You know.
Okay, continue.
We need a bigger boat.
That's okay. I don't need to retrieve the parts. I wanted to actually kill him myself, but you took care of it, and that's
well,
fine.
he was
Bobo got
attacking.
enthusiastic.
It's- Did you get his cyber deck?
That is why you are alive. Yeah.
Cool. Can I have it, please? I would like to look through it later.
Did we get it back? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's in your pants.
Ew.
Oh, here you go.
It's still sweaty.
A little wet. It's just water. Maybe
She
sweat.
just kind of looks at it and puts it in her bag and like wipes her hand on her bag.
Actually, there might be some blood in there.
I don't-
It's humanized salted water.
I just want to take everything I possibly can off of it and go through it and see if I can figure out what he was looking for.
Yeah, because you guys never did find out who he was working for. He just said that somebody had promised him to get out of Ignotus and at least to Furidamu if
I mean,
he
he
took
did
her
get
out.
out.
He
He did
got
get
out.
out.
Yeah,
He got out in a way he didn't expect, but whatever.
Yeah.
right.
Nobody's perfect.
And now we are here to kill someone for
We
freight.
think
For
kill
freight.
or but we don't even know if we have to kill somebody. We have to we have to do something.
The only thing he said as you guys were coming down was about Jimmy the Snake. And then the note said that you would be ferried over to Furidamu to take care of any business over there that you might have as a peace offering. Because he did know that Lobo, your friend's wife and kids, were down here.
Yeah, I still kill him.
Oh yeah, he's
I
gonna
kill
be all
Fink.
sorts of dead.
It just happened.
He's an asshole.
Well, yes, but do you want Fink or Kiara? Because you only get one. I get the other.
When you say want Kiara, how do you mean?
Well, I'd like to kill her and then hang her severed head by her pretty little braids. So,
This is not how I would do it. He like looks over at Janetta and goes, yes, you get Kiara.
Hey, after you kill the guy, string him up, do it, whatever. Can I take a picture of it so I can make it an EP?
Yeah.
Or
you do whatever.
I don't know when I'm gonna join another band.
Once I hang up her head,
But-
I'm done with her. You can do whatever the hell you want.
It'll be like a Cannibal Zombie album.
Sure, as long as I get an
Cannibal Corpse, I
autograph.
mean.
I just want an
Cannibal-
autographed copy. That's it.
Other cannibal zombies?
I mean, there's some really weird lands where they drop bombs, so who knows?
What about cyborg zombies? Yeah.
I
There's a
don't
lot
think
of
we need cyber zombies.
That's a waste of money, in my opinion.
They know how to use it.
I mean, they tried laser sharks, and that did not go well. You know what they did? You know what the sharks did? Everything wrong.
I mean, that's trying to like use cats for messengers too, so you know.
There's a reason we trust pigeons more than felines. So
Mm-hmm. Fucking cats.
So anyways, Lobo, you like a bag lady chick, or would you like to have something flashy?
Ooh, what do you mean flashy?
Well, I was thinking something that you could use to show just how bright you really are.
I like this.
no.
Yes.
And, we got Patches here, and Patches is pretty good with some tech, and, you got your sister, she's picking up a few things here and there. I was thinking that I point at some of the light panels, you get some of these LED lights and get it in a fabric, and we put that around you. We make something that you can customize however you want, whenever you want, to be as bright or as not bright as you want. And I've heard there's probably a program out there that they can tie it into your neural reflexes. So when you get angry, you can show them that you're really the Hulk.
Who is Hulk?
You.
Oh, I am Hulk. Oh,
Yes, when you get angry.
but
Spira's
I'm
at this point just laughing in the corner.
I'm am I
You can become green now.
that is a
You don't wanna be
strange
green?
color. No.
How
Green.
about lime?
Yeah, to colorblind people, you look like a Smurf.
Hey, Papa Smurf.
I do
Oh, that reminds me of a terrible, terrible YouTube video that someone made years ago with Papa Smurf. That's not okay.
I think I know what one you're talking about.
I do not know this Papa Smurf.
It's like a Flash cartoon or whatever.
Yeah, a little
Mhm.
flash
I
cartoon.
know what one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
About this time, Patches, you do get another message over the dating app from another new name, new face. This one just says, I totally knew what I was going to do and then didn't make up a name. Oops.
Bob.
Sends you WYD.
Troy.
Or it's just a
Samson.
dick pic.
Hey, Patches. Do you know how to, just out of curiosity, do you know how to actually put a person together, make a cyborg zombie? Is that a thing? Did they teach you that in medical school?
No, but I didn't go to medical school, so I don't know what maybe they do.
Oh, you never
But-
even thought about doing it in your garage or your dad's garage or your mom's garage?
No, not really.
I've done a lot of weird stuff in my garage, so I don't know.
You guys
You-
get garages?
I mean, when they existed at one point.
And we had a garage, but I mean,
I don't know, you look like someone who does stuff in the garage every now and then. That's questionable if it's legal. I don't know.
hey, just keep
It's
talking.
not entirely wrong.
Getting better.
But I mean, she gave me my clothes, which is probably not legal. So
Oh, that's not legal at all.
No.
Definitely.
No, we knew
lot
that
of-
when you got them.
A lot of restrictive codes over there. And things are not up to date.
also she do a very good job on my knuckles not hurting when they come out.
Did you get them legally?
I don't
I-
know how she got them. She just got them and put them in.
Did you
We're
kill
just
someone,
gonna-
Patches?
Go with they're okay.
They're
I mean,
pretty.
it's okay. We've all killed someone. I shot my guitar player in the head. Granted, I was high as hell, but
Wait, how high were you?
was this
100 feet?
it felt like it, but I was angry. Like, there was a drug called anglerfish, and someone gave it to me, and my drummer gave it to me. Her name was Skylar. Then, as soon as shot my guitarist in the head, and apparently my singer shot himself in the head. And a cop showed up. They thought I did both. Went to prison. Came out. Turns out she ran away. So, I have
Is that-
questions.
Is that how you got your mask?
No, I was just very insecure as a kid back then, because I decided to get rid of the right hand side of my brain because I thought I thought that was the logical side of your brain. It turns out it wasn't. So, yeah, everything went to the left hand side of the brain.
Wait, your mask is your brain?
This math. It's just a plate.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. I am stupid.
There is. Wait, no,
You
there is
only-
something there because there is
No,
not.
no, like I hit my plate mask as hard as I can and go, there's nothing there. I'm relying on this.
I go up and I knock on the side of his head and it's hollow. See, there's nothing.
It makes a nice echo. It's weird, but
I
Does that
don't.
sound weird inside your head?
Well, my suggestion was you're seeing what you see. They say that you don't see it. Just go with what you see. Trust your eyes.
Thank you, Domino. Thank you. That makes more sense. Yes.
So the message that you get on the dating app just says, you'll want to talk to Val Bodine. He's a tech that's down there. He'll know what to do.
Elbow D. That's spelled.
How do you have signal down here?
I'll just zoom back.
I
Oh.
just got signal for her dating app.
None of our stuff has signal down here, except for yours.
Hot Christian singles in your area.
Are they trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty?
Hot underground Christians in your area.
See, I thought it was
Hot underground?
underground Christian.
Are they 6 feet under?
Oh
She
man.
needs to get the parts somewhere, remember?
Told you, parts is parts.
More niche shit. It's like porn. The more niche you get, the weirder it gets.
Oh,
yeah, I'll
there's a
share that
weird
message
dating app,
though.
Skag.
Huh?
Sorry, Skag said, what's the name of the dating app?
Finder.
Finder?
Oh my god.
Sorry,
No,
go ahead, Patches.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
it's cylinder. I don't know why, but it's
But yeah, I'll share that message with the group one.
There's
Wait.
also there's a dating app called Minder, which is basically, you try to hit up with someone and they say fuck off because it stands for mind your own business. So it's like it's for people who are socially recluse, and at first you think you're attracted, then you're too shy to go out. So mind your own business. Everybody wins.
that is too complicated for me. But I
It's
am
okay.
confused. That is a really strange way to come onto you.
It's called Date Path, is what the app is called.
Although
Date
I
app.
think maybe it has to do with who we were supposed to meet here.
It didn't say
Elbow
anything about
deep.
where, just
I don't think they were flirting with me.
Oh,
Yeah, it would be a hell of a way to flirt with somebody.
I think it's
Also, it was
ineffective. I
probably
would try much
great, so
harder.
ew. Ugh.
Not that I would try with you to not flirt
Lobo,
with
Lobo.
you.
just squiggle
Lobo.
your head.
Lobo,
Hmm.
it's okay.
Obscura, what were
sense?
you gonna say?
I was asking if it said anything about where or just gave you a name.
I think
Just
it just
gave the
gave me
name that they're a tech.
Okay,
What was
is
the name
his-
again?
Yes, what is
Val
it?
Val Bodine.
Val Bodine.
Baudine.
So I guess
That
we
is
need to go
not how
for
I
some-
spelled it, but that's okay.
So we need to
So-
go for some repair shops then.
The next closest person to where we're kind of congregated? Lobos just one. Do you know where Val Bodine is?
So you walk up to one of the boats, and they full on got the sun hat that they usually wear, but this one has lights on the inside, so it lights up their face, and so you can clearly see them because it's pretty much dark outside of whatever light they've got down here.
Also,
They've
one
set up-
moment before you answer. Domino, is this what you mean by lights?
Yeah, similar to that.
I like. I'll take this. Yes.
Where are you,
Okay,
Dirk?
you with your face.
I noticed that I was going to light you up like a Christmas tree. I am being voluntold, but I never agreed to actually do that.
Well, we didn't want to pay for student loans, but here we are.
But anyway, it is a lady that is standing there with her vegetables. She is specifically selling potatoes that she grows on her boat.
Is
Eat potato. Now I'm Russian.
Oh,
Sorry.
Is potato.
Is potato.
We get it. Enough of those. We get vodka.
and she kind of looks up at you and she's like, oh, we all know Val around here. Val's the main tech that fixes everything for us.
Oh.
Where does he usually hang out?
Oh, she
She.
hangs out at, you see what looks like the longhouses? There's 4 of them. You go past this first one that you can see, and then it'll be just in front of that. You don't want to go to the far side, this side at the front.
Gallery,
Okay.
not
And
the
it's
far
a
side
good,
gallery.
like, mile walk down there. to get to that specific longhouse because this is a huge platform the city is built.
How much for the potato?
What you got to trade?
I do you take bullets?
Playing Metro.
I don't really have much use for them. How about that uniform shirt you're wearing? Are you security? If not, I'll take it off your hands.
This thing?
Hey.
Strips it right off.
Great.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
There you go. How many potatoes?
saw
for
it. When we
She hands over
went to the
4
street,
potatoes.
Remember?
that? Oh, yes.
I was trying not to pay attention.
Well, now your memory has been refreshed. Congratulations.
You do
Oh,
have
sure.
your original clothes in your bag, so you can always change.
Or is he just gonna walk shirtless?
Is
But
it
she
legal to
does
be?
take
Is
it
it?
and
Is
like
it?
she looks at it and like she takes out a pair of scissors and she starts cutting around the blood stains and she like almost hangs them up like art behind her.
Oh. I did not think of that. That is,
Yeah, that's actually
No.
pretty cool.
with some black light, that'd be very good.
Oh, you're right. Have to talk to Val about black lights.
What do I do with potatoes?
You eat them.
Usually you cook and eat them.
Well, you can also make vodka.
We don't have time to make vodka.
Or if you know enough about how electronics work, you can actually use potatoes to make lights go. And she like opens up her jacket and it's actually potatoes around her waist that the wires are plugged into that makes the light shine from her hat.
He's
You
gonna
have-
think about that for a month and then ask me how to do it.
You have potato belt.
I'm just worried that she's got a rogue AI stuck to one of those.
So
What
we have a
would
long walk ahead of us. Maybe you should take your potatoes and we start walking.
okay, I just
Can we?
I will
Janetta kind of pats your shoulder and she's all like, if you want, I'll cook those up later.
oh okay.
it's
I will
getting
just hold
serious.
potatoes for now, I guess.
Really quickly, because like a couple of sessions ago was a thing, Obscura didn't have any bullets.
That was my error as a like a player trying to set my stuff. So
Because as such, I could give you some. I don't use the gun much, and I have spare ammo.
I mean, I will take gifts of spare ammo. So, but the mostly it was more me my learning this
Yeah.
damn app. But Obscura will always take bullets.
I can hand you 50 rifle ammo, just like basic ammo
You basically-
for rifles and sniper rifles.
Yeah, I can do something with that.
Yeah, I'll give you 50 of those
Well, thank you.
as we're walking.
I had dogs whining at the door, sorry.
All right.
So shirtless walking down the road with potatoes.
Potatoes in hand and no shirt.
No shirt. Thanks.
Okay, 1 second. I think they need to go outside. I'm gonna ask for you. Do you need to go outside? Take them for a walk.
Meow 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 meow.
One of my mom's dogs. They're being annoying. All right, anyways. So you start walking, heading down towards the longhouse. You do see, like as you look down the kind of aisles or streets as they were, you can see towards the middle that it looks like a giant party is happening. There's what sounds like fireworks, though you don't see anything like shooting high in the air. You hear music playing, you hear people talking and laughing and some excited screams and yells of children. There's confetti everywhere. And it honestly just looks like almost like a Chinese parade, like how that goes and all the sounds from that. That's kind of what it's reminiscent of.
Well, if we
What
have more
kind of
time.
music is playing?
It kind of sounds like currently what you can hear down this certain area is somebody with a fiddle and people singing. And there are people doing what looks like a two-step or a line dance or something down the road.
No, they're square dancing. I'm out.
I don't think I've ever heard this style of music. What is this?
Is there something wrong with those people?
They look like
No,
they're having a party.
I think they're happy. No, I think they're happy.
Oh, is that what that
Yes.
is?
I'll go with that.
You know what? We don't have time to be happy. Let's just keep going.
Yeah,
Time to be happy.
we can be happy
Yeah.
when we've got our cash in hand.
Plus, we were not invited to the party, so.
Hmm.
Unless we
Yeah,
have a
but
reason to party
that does
crash.
not matter, right? Invitation, only suggestion,
We didn't come here to party crash. We have 5 hours.
right?
How big is this place? Like mile-wise?
It is the ends. So like where you came in at like the top left corner on the computer. And I really dislike that my thing is mirrored, so it looks like I'm pointing the wrong direction. But so you came in at that like top corner, and you're walking to the right. If you went down to the south, that's about 3 miles, and then it's about 6 miles. Actually, no, that's closer to 10. It's about 10 miles long on the long side.
Okay.
This place is huge.
It's huge.
It's very big. So
Right.
we find
The town.
Patch's girl crush. What are
I
wait,
think
No.
it's
do you know
boyfriend.
this girl?
Maybe boyfriend, girlfriend,
No.
boil friend.
We're finding whoever
Boyfriend?
this person is that they sent her the name of.
Right, but there's dating app, so
It's just a form of communication. It's not actually
That's
like
how it all starts.
I thought that is what relationship is.
Yeah, first they say I'm gonna kill you, and then next thing you know, your 401k goes to them if you die. So
That's not exactly how it works, but
I am lost. I thought it was communication.
you don't know how to communicate either. Your ex-girlfriend killed her whole ass family.
But yeah, but she was
A fucking psycho.
her first time.
she was
I'm
she
waiting
was
for your
good in,
excuse this time.
she was good in bed, you know?
I don't care how well she sucked your dick. She killed our family.
No, she wouldn't do that.
I
Well,
thought
see,
she was
there's
just good
the
at sleeping.
problem. That's why you should have never even dated her. That's a red flag.
I thought you were saying that she was good at sleeping.
We didn't do much sleeping.
That explains the bags under her eyes, I guess.
He's still tired, and this was years ago.
Or
Maybe.
he needs more bananas in his diet.
I could need more bananas, but I have potatoes, so
Banana, potato.
Anyways, we're close to finding this guy.
Yeah, so you get to the area, like you passed the one intersection that looked out at the party, and you're walking alongside the first of the longhouses. When you get to the area between the two longhouses, you do see that there's what looks like almost like a giant garage door that's been thrown open at the end of the building that you were aiming for, and there looks to be a rave going on inside. And it's spilled out into the street, and it's totally like they have a lot of them have potato belts that are powering light shows on their arms and around their necks, and like so they power their rave equipment with potatoes.
That's what I was talking about, Lobo.
I know what you mean, but I have reservation about potato wearing.
Well, we
Those
don't
are
need to connect to the potato.
I-
We can get regular batteries.
Oh, yes. I just wonder sometimes about people who wear food.
Yeah, if we go back up top, wearing food's probably gonna get you attacked, given how little real food there is.
Oh, true. Also,
It-
I might have said the wrong thing.
Comparison to like, I mean, up on Tempestus, Domino, like obviously food isn't as scarce up there. But on Ignis, almost the only food you get is like fast food from food trucks. That's
Yeah,
about
kibble.
all there is available. Like this might be the first time you've ever actually held a vegetable in your hand.
No,
Right.
because we
You
came
left
from a corporate.
well, since you left the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've seen real food. We were a corporate family, so
right, but I don't remember potato.
that's because mom always cooked them before you shoveled them into your face. You never paid attention.
I thought it was mashier and
After
And
they're cooked.
more butter.
Yeah, after they're cooked. They don't grow mashed with butter in the ground.
No, they grow like strange rock.
Yes, they're strange rocks that you can eat.
So do we
So,
go
Patches,
in
what does this guy
potato
look like?
rave? Is
Or
that
this lady.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in the rave and try to find this person. So I guess we're going to invite ourselves to a party.
oh, okay? Do I just make
At a party.
call?
Just walk in.
Okay.
Make a human perception check for me as you're walking through these people.
I mean, he was about to just yell at them to move. But
I mean, anybody that wants to just to get a closer look possibly at what's going on.
I rolled
13.
a 1.
Human perception,
Human
Uh,
perception, yes.
Well-
15.
14.
What'd you get, Obscura? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
12.
12?
8. With my mind, with my
He's looking at
minus
his
5.
potato. He's like walking through the crowd with his hand. It's looking very
Still-
like
Make roll,
Shakespeare.
Domino.
Still looking
I got
at
a 13.
strange rock.
13? Okay. I thought I heard it in there, but yeah. So a couple of you do notice in this particular section, there are no children that you can see. Everybody looks to be in their 20s. And there is some very
These are children.
obvious copulation happening, like just out in the open.
Yes, these are children.
Yes, these are children. You were practically doing that at one point in your life. Don't even start.
Shanetta's all like, we wouldn't need a closet down here.
No,
Don't
no, we
encourage him.
wouldn't.
Don't encourage him. We
But I
don't
do
time.
have potatoes in hand. I do it make it complicated.
Janetta, you can cook his potatoes later. Let's just get this done and get the hell out of here.
Why do I feel like potato is joke? I don't know.
No, it's not a joke. Look, you
It's
can actually
totally
make a
fine.
potato clock. The way it works is you set it up and you wake up potato clock.
I can practically hear the record skipping in his brain right now.
I know it's kind of skipping in mine too.
Okay, so people are openly fucking.
Okay,
So this is cool. Let's go.
I think I step in gross thing.
That's your foot. Oh no, that's someone's foot.
Okay, hey, you stop fucking and move.
Oh, it's all cool down here, dog. It's the city of the free. We do what we want.
Just go around them.
If
Smells
I
like
did
it's-
not have potato, I would throw you out of the way.
It smells like a disease here.
Hold on to your potatoes and go around them.
You know, I am
Just go.
having.
And she just kind of pushes him off to
I
the
am
side.
having.
Go.
Move. I have potato.
No, who gives a shit about your potato? Let's just go find out.
People do, as they notice that you're trying to walk through, do move out of the way or kind of just go like that for you to go around if they're standing next to a couple that's going at it.
Yeah.
As you do make your way to the giant rolling door and head in, it does say above the door, you can see now Val's Tech Stop. So you are in the right place.
At least we got that.
As you walk in, you can tell that there isn't much thievery that happens down here because almost everybody figures out a way how to work within the trade and barter system. And there's just pieces of cyber tech just laying out all over the place that people are just ignoring.
Whoa,
Don't get any ideas.
this is better than not sex. Better than
Candy store.
Garlic bread?
Better than candy. Yes, better than candy.
Okay, well, don't get any ideas right now. We don't have time for any of your bullshit with the cyber tech.
I might.
Peruse the
look it up,
wares
you
if
know.
it makes you happy, but we need to find out. We need to get out of here. We don't
There
have
is
time.
nothing wrong with looking.
Except we
Do
don't.
you
have time to look.
actually get up and look at the cyberware, Lobo?
Mm-hmm.
Of course he does.
Somebody does walk past you and they're like, oh, you're interested in the cyber tech. Well, Val's up there DJ, and you can always talk to her when she's on break.
Oh,
And
I
then-
talked to her. Yes.
When you look up, there is a woman that has bright orange hair that is sticking out, like she's got braids that look like there's wires in them. So they're like shooting off of her head in all directions. And she's got on tech glasses that flash different things, and it like spells out Val occasionally. And then a very skimpy top and skirt that look like almost clear pink plastic.
You should have your candy glasses for this one. Oh, you're way ahead of us.
So you turn on.
There it is.
There we go.
And she is up there, like she's got the actual records, and you know that those are hard to find anymore. And like she's DJing off of those and like doing the actual record scratching and all that.
And I look at, I kind of elbow Harvey and I'm like, have you ever actually seen one of those in person?
Harvey?
Hello?
Sorry, I was just looking at.
He has crush.
He was having a flashback.
No, I was
I
having
think-
something. No, I was
I
having
think
something.
Mask want to with her.
No,
He was pretty cool.
Ah,
she. You know, out of all the venues I've ever played, I don't think I've ever seen someone do it that angrily.
I mean, she's got feeling. It's more than I can say for half the musicians.
No, she's definitely killed someone.
Well, then she can join our elite little club.
Good.
Also, do you see these cyberwares? These are amazing.
Yes,
How
she
did they
has,
get down here?
she has some pretty
Oh,
good
I
gear.
see. There is some skin left on that one.
Well, did you think that she came by them in a legal means? Look at where we are.
Well,
Mm,
you can't really
My
get
arms
busted
could
for
have been on that
buying.
table if
You
she,
can't-
if the guy had gotten his way. So
You can't really get busted for buying here, though. You can get busted for trading.
I don't think there's a busting as long as you don't steal.
Are we able
When
to
you guys
see?
got off the boat, very clearly the two guards stayed behind and would not set foot outside of the boat. You don't see anybody that looks official at all down here. You do get the impression that the only time the guards get out of a boat and get onto the platform is to unload items that they're trading. What they don't see, they can't bust.
I think they have their own rule of law on this island, so. And we don't know what all those rules are.
wonder if she has that lace for muscle and bone. I had my eye on that before, but too much pain for after so soon having Wolvers in hand.
I'd like to move over to Lobo and have a look at the tech as well.
Okay.
Do you see that one? I think that one is broken, but I don't know.
Which one?
This one. I think it is arm. But it
Oh.
missing pieces. So I think arm.
Some of it is missing pieces, but there's like back behind the tables where it's all laid out, there are like miscellaneous boxes. So you assume that some key components have probably been pulled out and then only put back in when it's traded.
Right.
But you do see some cyber arms, there's cyber optics. You see a couple of the behind the ear nodes that record your memories that pretty much everybody has.
Right. Even though I try to forget.
But as you make your way slowly towards the front, you do notice that she is winding down from this song and kind of puts her hands up and is all like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And like jumps off and grabs a bottle of water and like kind of dumps it over her head a little bit because she's worked up a sweat up there.
All right, well, let's go over and,
I see it, Mask. She would be fun, but not really my style.
I look at him and I go, good, because if I was interested, I forgot what next word I was going to say, but it's something along the lines of I would be interested, but
But you are interested, so
I'm not relationship material.
not everything has to be a relationship.
okay. I don't. You two are sending mixed signals. I don't understand.
It's a relationship.
As you get closer to her, Lobo and Obscura, roll concentration checks for me.
Oh no.
That's conversation.
Concentration.
There we
Okay.
go.
12.
14.
She looks vaguely familiar, Lobo. Obscura, you do recognize her. You haven't seen her in about 3 years. She was a member of Beauchamp's, Nicholas's band when she was topside.
I look at Luba, I'm like, we know her.
We do?
She was in Nick's band.
Oh.
What did she play?
She was like keyboard.
She's the keyboard player.
She was always a little bit strange with her hair and dress, but not quite this outside the box.
She went out. She really went out there when she came down here.
Yeah.
Great. She how
changed her
did
hair.
she get down here?
The same way a lot of people get down here.
Well, but why not Nick?
I don't know. Let's go find him and ask when we get up. I'd like to see him anyway.
He is not good for you.
I just want to say hello.
Oh, that is all right. What do I do? Wait.
What?
Maybe she trade for potato.
She can get potatoes everywhere down here. Look
But-
around you.
But I bring potato to her. Maybe she trade cyberware for
I
potato.
don't think she's gonna trade cyberware for something readily available. It's like pennies.
While this is happening, Domino, make me a perception check.
Standard perception, right?
Yep.
I got a 10 and a 1, so that's gonna be 21.
As you're looking around, you do notice that there seems to be somebody you recognize standing by the DJ podium kind of off to the side. It is one of your old security guards that up and disappeared one day after some information around the office had gone missing.
Hey, Janetta, you remember that guy?
She looks around and, oh, I have some words I want with that one. And like, you can see like this fire of I'm pissed off in her eyes when she looks at him.
Well, why don't you circle around so he doesn't see you right away? And I'm gonna go up to the guy and see if I can figure out what's going on, because if he got sent down here as well, this is something a little unusual, especially if he was the source of the missing data that got taken.
All right, yeah, she's like, all right, kind of cracks her knuckles and slinks around the back of the podium. I am actually gonna roll stealth for her on that.
Okay, so
She's probably good.
all right, I'm gonna make my way over there and slide up next to him and say, "Can I buy you a drink?"
He looks up and very obviously not expecting you. His name was Rick. And he kind of looks up and he's like, well, I'll be damned, boss. Did you get sent down here or did you make your way over from the prisons and you actually got sent down here?
Well, considering that you're down here, I don't think it really matters how I got here, especially since I open my jacket slightly and show him the 9mm I've got.
And he kind of like stands a little bit wider and flares out his jacket. He's got guns on both sides of his hips.
I give him a thumbs up and nod. Looks like we were both doing better than expected, I would say.
In that moment, Janetta comes up behind him and gets him in a headlock. He's like, ooh! And Janetta,
yeah, I think you made a mistake. Why don't we go and off to the side where it's a little quieter, and I'll lead them off towards Lobo and the team.
In that time, you guys have walking up to Val and are able to talk to her.
And it's like, well, hello there. It's been a while.
Well, I'll be damned if it isn't Nick's little lady.
I don't know about
I
little
don't
lady,
like
but
it.
I haven't seen him in a while either. So
Well, I haven't seen hide no hair of anybody in the 3 years, maybe a little more. I've been down here.
sounds about right. Seem to be doing it right though.
I mean, I decided to go all in on the tech business and leave my rocker boy days behind. This suits me better.
For the most part, you
The
do-
city
do a
suits
pretty,
me
you do a pretty mean DJ game though.
better. Why, thank you. What brings y'all down here? Did you run from the top side down here, or
Not
Well,
what's
exactly.
the tale?
No, Patches needs to talk to you.
I think we all need to talk to her.
Yeah, we
Uh,
So you've
Patches-
met?
You make me a concentration check quick.
We met. Not that I remember.
you just
well,
got a
but
name. She doesn't need anything necessarily. We all need the same thing.
$11.
She looks vaguely familiar to you as well.
Oh.
You're pretty sure that your friend over the dating app had her around a few years back. But you're not 100% sure it's that person.
we sort of know her. Back in the day.
I was the keyboardist in their friends band. Oh, speaking of Nick.
Do we have to?
Lobo, let her finish.
Let me bring up my NPC list because a bitch did not pull up everything she needed.
I blame the monitors.
It's harder to have as much stuff up as I need when they're portrait.
It just hurts my brain. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that.
I will be glad to get back. She does look over and she's all like, Nick's best friend, Rhett. his wife and kids are down here.
We know. That's part of what we want to find while we're here.
Well, then you're in luck because I've stationed them in the living quarters here, as well as 2 designers that ended up down here.
No wonder we got sent to find you.
That was fortunate.
I don't think it
All
was.
in one
Who
basket.
did send you to find me? Because, I mean, unless you've been down here for a while, most people know that I'm a tech, but wouldn't know to look for me for people.
Well, we got dumped down here by a certain corporate dick who I want to murder when I get back up. So,
Ooh, so you came down the chutes.
yep.
I hear that's not terribly fun.
I mean,
Sounds
it
like
wasn't
it's fun.
the best thing ever, but I've been on worse rides.
The landing was a bitch.
I thought it was fun.
She's like, well, give me 1 minute to tap in a backup DJ, and I'll take you back to see them.
Oh.
And on that note, we are going to go to our break. Thank you for everybody that's been hanging out with us. We'll see you in 5 to 10 minutes. You missed some entertaining jokes on our break.
Bad jokes.
That's who we are. Anyway, for those just tuning in, when we left off, there was a couple of things happening. They had found Val, who they were sent down here to find, who previously went by a different name. Otherwise, they would have recognized the name since Lobo and Obscura actually knew her from when she was in a band Topside with a friend of theirs. Maybe a little more than a friend for Obscura.
Currently a friend.
Simultaneously, Domino and Janetta recognized a security guard that had gone missing a couple years prior, around the same time that some data had been stolen. It was company data, but it was a pet project of Domino's in the HR department in trying to get some reform happening in the payroll system. It doesn't sound like much, but you never know who wants what info. Who is now doing what?
Well, where did Val go to get her DJ relief? Did she like leave the area, or she just like
No,
walked
she just
inside?
like walked over to a group of people and tapped one of them on the shoulder and talked to him for a second, and then he headed up to the DJ booth.
Well, Obscura's probably. I'm just probably sitting there with leaning up against the table with my arms crossed, just waiting, looking around the room.
I assume that this is about when I show up with
With Rick.
my.
Domino and Janetta walk back over, and Janetta's got this guy in a headlock, and he's just kind of gone limp in resignation, not in passing out. Like he's fought with her before and knows he's not gonna win.
Oh, what the hell is this?
This is Rick. We're pretty
Rick
sure
is not a
he's
very
with-
nice person.
Oh,
He stole something that prevented me from getting a project done. And I'm not very happy about that. And I would like to find out why. And I figured that having a little bit of cover would be nice to get that information out so that not everyone sees us ripping things out of them.
I
alright,
swear
well,
I didn't steal it. I was framed and I ran and I came down here to Furidamu so I didn't end up in the prison cells of this fucking level.
And so you're bait then. That's what you're
I
telling
don't
me.
know
So
what
you're
I
bait.
was. I just showed up to work one day and somebody told me that I had stolen data and that you all knew and that I should run. And then Frink gave me the stare down and so I fucking left.
who told you that
I'm
you
gonna
had stolen?
roll human perception and see if I can tell if he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a point of luck on this one.
Okay.
And I got a 6 on the roll, so that's total 16.
What's good to find shoes? He got an 18 on his persuasion. So you're not sure whether he's lying or not.
Well, you better hope you can convince Janetta, because then I pointed at Lobo and said, Lobo doesn't like when people piss off Janetta. He's found a new game. It's called Chum.
And I don't know who the fuck you are, so I don't really care what my brother does. So
Janetta did roll higher than him in human perception, and she kind of like takes him out of the headlock and like turns him around. And she's like, look me in the eye and tell me you didn't take this shit. He's like, I swear on my life, it wasn't me. I don't know who it was. It had to have been somebody else on the team that to get access to it, or it was one of fucking Frank's guys. That wouldn't surprise me either.
So is he telling the truth, Janetta?
It appears he is. I fought his dumbass enough times in the past so that he knows I'll kick his ass if he's not. And he's not showing the telltale tells that he usually gives. Hey, I don't have a tell. And she flicks his nose. He's like, what the fuck? She goes, this fucking twitches when you lie.
I take another look at it. Is that cybernetic?
No?
It's all real? Man, that's big.
Do you want it to be?
No, Lobo, stand down. We're
I'm not threatening. There are noses right over there.
Well, I'm sure if he wanted a cyber nose, he would have asked Val long before we came along.
Maybe like me and Potato, he did not know he wanted it before he got it.
Just
Well, let's table that for just a moment.
Potatoes down here. Just you wait. They're tasty and they're real potatoes. They ain't that powdered shit they feed us up on Ignis.
Right.
I like that stuff.
it's not too bad.
So if Frank sent you down here, because
I don't know. I didn't get sent down here. I fucking ran.
so you didn't drop down the chute.
No, I bribed the guards. They brought me out on a boat, and I've been hiding out here ever since as security for Val.
He said Frank told him to run. So Frank was there,
Yeah.
but
Yes, Frank was there, and he did the stare down. It was one of the other security guards that told me to run, but it was the look in Frank's eye that told me I should run.
Right, but Frank would not have framed you if he didn't think you were going to be going somewhere. He's got really good planning skills, and he probably knew you'd be down here.
I
Because
mean,
where else are you going to go?
frankly, I'm happy it happened because my life's a lot better down here. I don't got to deal with the stuck-up execs, and I ain't gotta. No offense, Domino, you were actually.
I was gonna say.
But like Freak and his cronies, because they still tried to order me around, and if I didn't listen to them, then
hey, Domino, what is it that he stole? Or
He
that
stole
you
some
thought
data
he
about a
stole?
project that I was running about reforming the payroll department. And now, I'll be honest, it wasn't all idealistic. In fact, it wasn't really at all. But I found that when people get paid fairly, they stick around longer. And, you can get them to do extra off the books.
Mm,
And apparently they didn't like that. So if he didn't take it, somebody else did. And I'm wondering what else it's linked to, because if we've got those designers down here, what other projects have they been shelving or stealing from?
Maybe Domino. It wasn't good because it was boring.
no, it wasn't good because it actually would help people.
Is it help people?
He was actually
Yeah, I
trying to
know
do
it's a
the right
horrible
thing,
person.
surprisingly for an exec.
But they don't kill people. Why did they get more pay?
I was well. Felisa and Maya, they're hanging out in the back. I hadn't seen them in a while, and they were sent down the chutes, and they were pretty beat up by the time they got here because they had to fend for themselves on the prison platforms. And as soon as one of the guards got word to me, I actually had Val bribe them to bring them over, and they brought with them apparently a family that Val knows, and I don't know, shit gets weird.
No, we know who the family is. It's fine. It's none of that place is not any place for family or to designers.
Oh, it is not. I think the only reason they survived is because somebody named Jimmy the Snake looked out for them. He might have been the one that got us word that they were there. Wouldn't surprise me.
That's your plan, Harvey. It's all connected.
I think I'm glad I did not throw him in water.
Yeah. You would have had to find his corpse and apologize, because clearly he was helpful.
Well, finding would be hard. You did not see there are big things in the water. Big things.
I believe it.
There was tentacle that might crush him.
Alright.
He accidentally crushes one of the potatoes. Oh,
There's
Oh,
your
no, I
mashed
guess-
potato, Lobo.
No, you
Just get some
guys
butter.
gotta eat it. Gotta eat it.
I was fucking waiting for Lobo to eat a raw potato.
Actually, I'm surprised he didn't when he first got it, and we told him he could eat it.
It
Surprised
looked
you
like
ate it.
strange stone. Now it not look like stone. So
Yeah, because you just ate the whole thing.
At least it's
It-
not sardines.
it's very dry. Kind
It
of
doesn't
like
taste like the dirt, like it has obviously been cleaned off and all that, but it is just a raw potato.
Here's how they grow them down here.
tasteful.
Do you really want to know? Because there's no soil.
I really want to know. I'm not gonna eat it either way.
So there, if you,
I mean,
when you
I
saw
would
the
too.
boats, there is the boats actually. There's all around the edges. The boats that you saw from the distance. Each of them has a garden in them.
Yes, but the
And they-
soil content is what we were talking about.
Oh no, it's hydroponically grown.
Oh, okay. So they use the fertile chum water to grow the potatoes. So it is grown.
It'd be rich in nitrogen with that many fish.
and that many bodies going in. Yeah. Probably
So,
tastes
technically-
fantastic mashed with butter.
So the fish shit in the water, and they make the potatoes. So
Fish
we're
water is
eating
Rick
fantastic.
pipes up.
fertilizer.
There's filters. We're not barbarians.
No,
Do you think I trust
Probably
the?
cleaner down here than it is up there.
Do you think I trust a filter of any kind?
So I don't understand any of this going on. But
it makes good potatoes, Logo. That's the
this,
point.
this one is too dry.
It's not cooked and there's no butter.
It's too dry.
Yeah.
Is there, are there a pair of cyber nearby?
Yes.
I grab them, stick them on the potato and say, there's your potato head.
Are you
Val
kidding me?
walks over right at that moment and just looks at it and
I
I'll
Put my
throw
hands
this
up and
in
look at
for
her. I'm
free
like,
for the
this
joke.
is my life now. This is my life now.
Do you see me now?
You can't see me.
Alas, poor potato.
Oh, I could monologue right now. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is York.
Or is it Patoric?
I would have
It's
to,
Shakespearean potato hour.
but I would have to switch to Danish. So
Val does walk back over though, and she's like, all right, do you all have a way back off?
In about how long have we been at this? So
It's maybe been an hour. Like it hasn't been that
in
long.
about 4 hours, we need to be back at the boat dock.
All right, all right. Sounds like you actually came down with a plan, which is more than most people can say. Even if it's not your plan, it's a plan.
Definitely
Uh,
not our plan.
he's Fink's plan, and he died. He would die.
Oh.
Eventually.
Frank is who sent you down here.
Yeah.
Curious, something curious, sir.
They
All right,
have
follow
for us
me.
too.
And she as she's walking away, she's very obviously in like 7-inch platform shoes. And you were wondering, Lobo, because when you saw her before, she came up to like your waist and she was actually like almost your height.
Right. Hey, before you go, do you have the lace for muscle and bone?
Unfortunately, that tends to get too damaged before it gets to me. But I can give you a contact up above that will probably have it on hand. I'm not sure what the price point will be, but
Well, I mean, if I buy, you know.
And Obscure's just shaking her head like, nope.
You know, Patches, you might, do you know how to put that in, the muscle lace and bone, make it stronger?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good, yes. I find,
Practice on a Mr. Potato Head.
I find.
yeah, for the cybertech, it usually, for stuff that actually is implanted like that, usually does take both a med tech and a tech. But so you guys follow after Val and you head back into it's another like garage door that's only partially up. And as you walk in, lights start to come up and it's a fully appointed living room, basically. Like it's got a bunch of loungy couches and chairs and she does have like a stereo off in the corner and then there's a door that leads off of each side down corridors, and it looks like at least this part of the longhouse has been turned into living quarters. If y'all want to wait out here, I'll go get them. I'm not sure who all is awake or in what state, and it's better for them to be prepared.
Sure.
And she does walk down one of the hallways and disappears for a few minutes, and you guys can look around or just sit or.
I'm gonna find a wall and just lean up against it and wait. Just kind of look around the room, kind of scan it, see if everything looks copacetic to me.
Make a perception check.
18.
It looks like what you would expect living accommodations up on Tempestus would look like. You never actually lived up on Tempestus or really visited anybody up there because you spent most of your time out at the family home, and your parents didn't really like to come into Somnum Exterreri if they couldn't help it because they weren't fond of it.
Right.
But definitely much better than the living situation in the apartments on Ignis.
Right. It's nicer than any of the shitholes we're living in down there.
Yeah, you're starting to see why people would voluntarily choose to come and live underground.
Yeah. Are there any other like exits or anything that I can
It's
see?
just the one behind you and then the two doors leading back. You don't see any other points. There could be doors down the halls that lead outside, but you're not sure.
Okay, so it's just but the two hallways. Am I like, can I see down them, basically?
It's if you're like leaning on the wall that looks down them, yeah, it kind of goes down and you can see a door at the end of each one. There's a short hallway and then it turns to go around a corner.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out there and wait.
Everybody else just hanging until she come back?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to do.
All right. So it takes about 10-15 minutes. And then she comes back out and she has all 5 people with her, and each of them has a small bag of like stuff that they've accumulated since they got to Furidamu. Because from the sound of it, they've maybe been here a couple weeks tops. But you do see both Felisa and Maya Domino. They look as you remember them. They're skinnier, a little more haggard. Maya does have her arm in a sling because it looks like it had been broken. And they look worse for wear. Did I name?
So I lean over to Harvey and say, you know, after everything we're finding now, I'm wondering if it makes sense to take them back up at this point. I mean, this seems like it would be a good place for them where they got protection. We just need the information that they know. I don't think we need them.
I think that's actually probably a better idea anyway.
Can I hear this conversation?
You know,
I'm not being super quiet about it just so that they can't hear me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just if I'm gonna be honest, I also kind of feel like once we're done, I wouldn't mind coming down here.
Well, here's the other thing. Strictly from a security standpoint, if we take them with us, we have additional people to protect. And, you know, as good as we are, you have to divert your attention that much. It makes it much more likely that you're gonna lose somebody.
I have that concern about the our friend and her kids.
So are we supposed to take them back up, or do we need? What exactly is your objective with them?
They go home.
We're supposed to take them back to the husband, right?
They go home.
But
They
if-
leave this place.
What is
You do know that you can still respond to the last message that you received and get who you're looking for.
so
Like to ask any questions.
Domino. So is it a one-way trip to get back up, or do we have several other ways to get out?
I look over at Obscura and say, you guys have the exit.
Is the only exit.
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure we can find another one.
You guys
You think
do
maybe
know
we should
that
look for-
outside of the chutes that go to the platforms, the only way to get to and from Furidamu is to have guards that you've either bribed or are in your pocket.
The guards around here like to be bribed with.
Yeah,
You know,
they do,
like-
definitely.
So maybe
Well, like what do they like to be bribed with? Because if money is not going to be it.
It depends on the guard.
we can always
Val,
ask Val
that's
about that. She
decide.
knows this. She knows how things work down here a little bit better. You know,
Yeah.
I know that our friend up top would like his wife and children back, but situationally why they got sent down here is real shady. So I don't know that if we take them back, they're going to be any safer up there.
I have questions because, to be honest, I don't know the full story with you and them. I'm assuming that did they come down here?
They got sent
Yeah.
down here by a rival who was basically upset, an upset potential lover that got spurned.
So essentially, if we were to bring them up, will the same situation happen again or something worse?
No, because this time I kill him.
Maybe we should kill him first, Lobo. We can't ensure their safety without killing him.
Little
So-
sister, this time I must correct you. We are here now. We take them now. Getting back here, much harder.
So if something happens to those kids, do you want the blood of children on your hands?
Then nothing happened to kids. I keep them safe. I give them potato to hold, and I protect them.
How are you going to keep them safe when we have to go find Risk? Who's going to watch over them? We have other objectives we have to
You know,
accomplish. We can't watch them.
It is okay. We take them home, and then I go kill Lawman.
Well,
and
Lobo, let me ask you a question.
It over.
Do you know if they want to go home? Maybe you
No?
should ask them.
Patches, are there any questions or anything you want to send to your contact that might be relevant to this?
Not me personally, but I'll ask the group if there's anything, because I assume I can reply.
Yes.
Is there any-
Do,
So,
Do
so
they,
ask the person, this person that messaged you,
Mhm.
when we find Val, what do they expect we're going to do with Val? Like, go to the rave and enjoy a dance?
Right.
You know, they just gave us a name, so they didn't really give us an objective, which is what we were supposed to get.
but I think we have what we need.
Look, there are two things we have to consider. One, do they want to go back? Two, you are not fucking Superman. You can't protect them while we go take care of our other objective. Three, if they want to
I'm-
stay, maybe we should find their father and send him down here. Maybe they'd all be happier and safer away from all of that.
Well, but maybe I.
It's-
You guys would know from having talked to Rhett, because he is a nomad, that if he were to get his family back, he has a plan to get out of town and set them up among the actual nomad tribes out in the wastelands.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which is cool. It's more of a concern of between there and,
Yeah.
you know.
Lobo, I'm gonna have to kind of side with your sister on this one. It's better to make sure that there's no hawks on the outside before the prairie dogs go out. You know what I mean?
No, I don't, but that is okay. You speak well.
Patches, do you just ask what you should be, the objectives with Val is in the message?
If there are no other questions that anyone wants to ask,
do they
Domino, do you
know
have
any other ways, secret ways to get out of here?
I wouldn't ask the contact that,
Why?
because they gave us the name of Val, and Val has all of the pieces that we've been looking for, it so happens. That person's probably associated with Frink. I wouldn't trust that. We don't know who they are. They're on a fucking dating app.
Are you saying Fink is on dating app with Patches? This is upsetting.
He's a fucking scumbag. It could be him. It could be one of his lackeys. The point is, you can't just trust everybody that we say words to. You need to have a little bit more caution.
What's
Yeah,
Let's
question?
ask Val about the alternative escape plans. She knows the
Okay.
area.
I have a question. How did Clinton know that I know Jimmy the Snake? What does he know about all of us?
Well, he knows quite a bit because, for me at least, because I work at the same corporation.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Who's
Very
Clinton?
likely he knows about you from our connections and probably did research on it when he discovered what we were up to.
Well, whatever dossiers you had on all of us, he has, so he probably knows more than we care to.
So I suppose that makes sense. But the
Yeah, so
timing-
what I was thinking though is we can have Patches ask for the name of a guard that's easily influenced with stuff that we can get just as a backup.
Oh, that is
Because it's not necessarily gonna be assumed that we're looking for another way out, it could just be leverage that we're looking for something else down here. And then we can have Val help us out with the alternate route as another backup.
That's more reasonable.
that is. I like that. That is easy guard.
And if anything, you can just kill him if he gets out of line, Lobo.
I mean, you make it sound like I just kill everyone.
No, but you seem to take great delight in it, and your skill is quite good. So
You know we are in mostly ish civilized place. Killing is not okay.
I
But
hope that you're
you
going to
found
find
a
the
line of
prime
work that you love, and if you love what you do, you never work for a day.
or for free.
Right? Yeah,
Definitely for
you
free.
never work for free. Right? That one I get.
But sometimes you end up with potatoes.
So I got paid,
There you go.
and it only cost something that not belonged to me.
All right, so what is the actual message that you sent, Patches?
Okay, so I will ask about the objective, any kind of guard that might be useful to us, and if no one is watching me very closely while I'm sending the message, I will also ask about an alternative out, only if no one's sort of
Oh no,
looking at me.
Spirit knows that you've got fucking signal. She's watching you like a hawk.
Okay. Okay, I'll stick to the guard and the objective.
Okay, you do wait a couple minutes and you do get back. If you can get the designers out, I have a safe house where they will be protected and we can get all relevant information from them. As far as guards, I do know a couple that are easily persuaded to help if needed. So if there's any reason anybody needs to go back, it shouldn't be terribly difficult. Or if you need an alternate route out, I can send a guard to get you.
Okay, well, I'll share that with everyone.
Okay, so I was wrong. Easy to get in and out. I still kill lawman.
Oh
It
yeah.
really depends on who you are for how easy it is to bribe the guards.
Who we
Yeah.
are and what we have.
But the contact does not say anything about the wife and kids. It honestly sounds like they probably don't even know they're there.
Do we want to send another message about them?
No,
No.
I will ask them what
Okay.
they want.
I think we need to leave them out of it as much as possible, just for their own safety.
Well, I talk to children, you talk to mother.
How about we talk to them all together? Unless you just want to play with the kids, and I'll talk to them.
I did
Mom.
not say that.
You can talk to the children. I'll talk to them.
Yes, this is good plan.
Okay.
And as you do turn around, Lobo, because you kind of had your back to all of them during this, the kids do see you and shout, "Uncle Tryon!" and run at your legs.
Hey, children,
And you see Obscure behind, just smiling.
I have potatoes.
Potatoes! potatoes, especially the potatoes down here. They're so much better than what we get up there. It's
Right.
weird. It's kind of nice down here.
Is it nice? Is it
Yeah,
good?
we get there's parties all the time and there's always music.
I
We don't
saw
go out when the raves are happening because mom
This-
says that there's stuff that happens that we shouldn't see. But we'll go and we'll listen to like the fiddler, and there's this guy that plays violin, and it's just so cool.
is rave be when you are older and also never. So
She's
There is one female and one male child. We will say their names are Alice and Ernie.
You're just laughing behind Lobo.
so but party is fun, as long as not turn into rave. Good. So you like it here? It's better than home.
I just pop out behind Lobo and I'm like, you guys got any cool toys you want to show Uncle Lobo?
Auntie Skura!
She's like scoops down and gives them both hugs, and then why don't you show them your toys?
Yeah, she did not-
Alice does pull out like this raggedy, what looks like it's supposed to be a stuffed rabbit, but it's very obviously just like some gray material roughly in a rabbit shape.
Yes.
And she goes, this is Spike. He came with a spiked collar, but I poked myself with it too much, so mom took it off of Spike. But I like Spike.
He looks
And
like
then
a really
Ernie
good friend.
digs around in his bag for a second, and like he ducks down so his head's in the bag, and then he comes up and he's got like this fish skin mask. It's like got a shark fin out the front. He's like, I'm a scary monster.
Obscure pretends to be scared. Oh no, not a scary monster.
You know, I'd kill something like that someday. I think I do.
There's real big monsters in the water. We saw some tentacles that came out of the water on our way over.
Yeah.
The guards shut it.
You know, I seen big things. They do terrible things to people. It's very. I
I
mean,
wanted to see what they meant by chum the waters, but mom wouldn't let me.
No, you're a little too young for that.
I mean, you wait for Uncle Lobo someday, and he come show you chum water, and we chum water the right way.
Okay. And their mom will say her name is Alicia. I'm running out of names. I'm just drawing these ones off the top of my head. She comes over and she's like, we did pack up all of our stuff, but Val did say that we don't have to leave if we don't want to. And honestly, if Rhett could come down here now that we're safe. I mean, Jimmy kept good care of us. And she does look over and she's like, oh, Harvey, I recognize you. You didn't know me, but Rhett did business with you occasionally. And it was actually because I had seen Jimmy at your establishment that he recognized us and protected us. So I kind of have you to thank too.
Yeah, there you go, Mask. You do a good thing by not doing anything.
That's funny how that works. So I kind of like, I'm like, well, let's talk about this. Let's let Lobo, like, you know, have the kids show them their room.
Children do not listen to this part. Alicia, do I still kill bad men who bring you down here?
I mean, if you took Carter out, I would not be sad. Don't tell Rhett I said that because he doesn't know I'm bloodthirsty, but you've always known me better.
Yeah, you and I are on the same wavelength.
We'll keep it between us.
I not tell him, but I get Carter. Movie reference.
I still think I'd like to stay down here, especially because Val is so nice and she's offered to let us keep these rooms.
Mhm.
And I mean, I have a really comfortable mattress, and I used to sleep on the fucking memory foam bullshit, and I didn't like it.
Well, it's
Alicia, you not be going to raves.
Oh no, I stay here with the
Okay.
children.
Okay.
We'll go and listen to the violin player or the fiddler, or they do have a big parade like every 5 or 6 days where they all just get in costumes, and like it's there's so much passion down here and so much energy and so much life.
We saw much of that happening on the way here. Yes,
Yeah.
much life being made.
Yes. Anyway, so I agree that it's probably safer for you down here. And if you guys are happy, we can talk to Red about getting him down here instead.
Right, and
Can
it'd be
we
much
keep
safer
that
than
up just in case Val wanted us to go? Because she did come and get us and say, hey, somebody can get you up top again, but you don't have to go. And I didn't know it was gonna be you.
You don't.
Yes.
We didn't know what you wanted, so we wanted to talk to you.
That is very, very thoughtful.
She
Val,
thought of it.
and Alicia calls Val over, and before she after she came back out, you imagine that probably before she grabbed the kids, she did put on like a robe that covers up all the
No
seams.
bits hanging out.
Yeah. And she's all like, yes, I'd be more than happy for you all to stay. It's been actually quite lovely having children here. I do remember Rhett from my time up there, as he was, Nicholas's best friend, and do you remember Val from Nicholas, her being in the band? My wires got crossed in my head.
Okay.
And they both just agreed that them being down there is great.
That's good. And I look at Alicia, I'm like, Val will take good care of you. I've known her for years too. So this is better. I don't want to have to try and fight to get you guys out. So I don't want to take any chances with the kids.
And Alicia, I have one potato left. It's yours.
She does take it. She's like, okay, I guess we can make baked potatoes for dinner tonight. And she's like, come on, kids, let's go cook. And they do go put their stuff back in their rooms and run off to what you assume is the kitchen.
Yeah.
Did you give him potato head to cook?
Yeah.
Alicia did pluck the cyber eyes out and hand them to Val.
Guess
Yeah,
his
you
head's gonna
see
be
the
fried
sister?
pretty soon.
Potatoes mean good thing.
I never said they were bad.
And not wearing shirt not so bad when people not wearing clothes and doing what they do outside.
Yes, but when we go back up, people don't do that outside.
No, they don't.
And
It
during
would
all
be
this, Felisa and Maya have come up to you, Domino, and they're all like, oh, thank God. We thought we were stuck down here forever. This place is nice and all, but you want payback first off, because fucking Frank sent us down here.
Fucking think.
Mhm.
But if we have like a safe house or something we can hole up in and plan, we can help design some stuff to help you guys out in whatever you're doing.
We'll have to assess how safe that house is once we get
Other
there.
out of character question. Is there a signal for phones and other communication down here?
Nope. For
No.
some reason, there's the dating app that Patches is getting info from, but otherwise nobody else has.
Okay.
any-
That's why Obscura is so fucking suspicious, because she's able to send these messages on the dating app, and none of us can use any of our other stuff that requires signal to the outside. That's why she's like watching. She's like, she's really not like that, but she's just watching.
She's curious.
She has concerns.
All right, so
curiosity.
So if I understand this correctly, you're down here because your designs were used by them and they didn't want to pay you for it. What else is behind the story?
No, we were sent down here because we refused to break the AI protocols and work on the band Gestalt technology for Frank. And
Oh, that's right.
then, I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if Frink brought in other people that would and is skimming off the top of what they should be paid because he's a greedy bastard. But
Gee, you seem to know him very well.
That fits.
Well, I've got data to support it. So yeah,
Oh, that is.
remember that was what drew my interest, is the fact that
Right.
there was irregularities in payroll,
That is paperwork, right?
which we had to give up, but Autumn or Obscura is really good about managing the hiding of that data. Thank you very much. All
That
right,
was
so
cold
when
hot
you're
bomb,
what?
right? That was cold hot bomb,
Cold hot bomb? Are you talking about your coffee pot bomb?
right?
Oh, it's like it was yesterday.
It was, in fact, yesterday.
Oh, it was. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's been a long day. And my nap sucked, so I'm still a little crabby.
No wonder I have bags under my ass.
So they dumped you down. So why did they dump you down here when you wouldn't work on the AI thing and you knew what Frank was up to? Why did they dump you? Usually he kills people for that kind of thing.
because we might still be useful. If we stayed down here long enough and got beat up enough, then he had set up a code word that we could give to any guard and he would get us out.
Yeah.
But instead, Jimmy the Snake got us out.
Hmm.
Well,
He's kind of a facilitator for the prison platforms, even the ones he's not on. He's got some way of communicating and he's a smart one.
you know, those organized guys, they get shit done. So we take them with us. We'll leave our friends and the kids. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna get out. We're gonna go out the direct route that we've been given, or are we gonna take a side route? Val, what do you know about getting us out of here?
Well, from the sound of it, you do have guards waiting that have probably been bribed by somebody else, I'm guessing.
Probably Frank.
Gotcha. He probably expects that you're going to get these people and wants to get his hands on them to try and force them to his will again.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too.
Happen to go to the jetty that is on the southwest side instead in about 2 hours, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a delivery of goods by 2 guards. Their names are, it actually makes these up. Give me a second. Wen, W-E-N, and Miquel, M-I-Q-U-E-L. They're 2 guards that do favors for me. In return for me handing over some of the cyber tech I get my hands on, and then they're able to sell it on the black market for a much better price. So they're fairly solid in my pocket. The only other person that I know they deal with for sure, because I still occasionally talk to her through channels, is Dulcie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
So thank you for the information. You know, I saw you when you were up on the stage that you have a unique style, and it made me think. And so I pull out my phone where I'd sketch something and say, well, I had this idea for you. So maybe this could be done to help make your shows a little bit better. And I'm using Wardrobe style to give her a new look.
Nice.
I got a 14 on this to start, so it's 620.
Nice.
Gotta
Yeah.
order this to get some stuff from her for us.
Yep.
Well, she's like, oh, this is very cool. What would you like in return?
So I think that we need a few things. You give us a route. alternatively, their communication to the top side, that's something that is really important. I've seen some people that have that. Is there any way we can get that so we can find out what's waiting for us on the other end?
Well, the communication, except for your friend here, which I've honestly never seen an agent work down here at all, is through notes passed through trusted guards.
Okay.
Well,
She does kind of keep looking over at Patches, and she's like, I'm very curious about that.
I look at Val, I'm like, so am I. I don't know if we're gonna get an answer right now.
So what resources do each of you need to make this exit a little bit safer?
I think we need to know what the guard's like in terms of the cyberware, and if Val has any of that we can get in exchange for what you're offering her.
She's like, well, there was a couple of special items that came in, and she's like, wait right here a second. She does go back out into where the rave is going on, and she comes back with a couple of cyber eyes, and then there's some data chips and one second. Give me what I want. And then there's a couple of dear God, I can't find my list. Give me 1 second. And then some unique neural wear that she comes out with. And she's like, these have been zhuzhed up a little bit by myself. And they'll know the right people to give these to.
So the
And-
data chips.
Huh?
Obscura sees the data chips, like, what's on those?
It is mostly, honestly, it's Furidamu directed war.
No.
It has a
bootleg
market.
Whatever. I was curious if it'd be useful, but not to me, clearly.
She's like, yeah, they're a little more free about it if you haven't noticed down here, and
I don't even need a data chip.
like
for
to
porn.
watch that,
Yeah.
and so we made a market out of it.
I mean, fair. Could you make sure to cut us out of any of the things when we were walking through?
Oh yeah, no, I can scrub that. That's no problem. I mean, I wouldn't sell any of that anyway, but I get where you're coming from.
I need
Val,
part of that.
I didn't see any, but seeing you have some nerveware here,
Neural wear? Yeah.
you wouldn't happen to have a set of the Kolesnikov, you know, the speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have, you know, something like that.
I mean,
Hmm.
I do,
Do you?
but I have another buyer for it currently.
Oh, okay. Well, just tell me their name, what they look like, and where they are.
We don't have time for that, so you can get another fucking piece of gear.
It's not a piece of gear. It is a piece of gear, but it's not gear. It's something fun. The point is, so what is the price the buyer is buying for?
He wants to go murder him for a cyber dick. We don't have time.
No,
for
I'm
that.
not. It's not cyber dick. I don't need one. You know.
Makes them faster. Janetta, you might not like that.
Yeah, nobody likes 30 seconds or less.
She
Except
does
in
kind of
running.
hem and haw. She's like, well, he is getting me a more stable connection, so I might actually be able to electronically communicate with those above.
That is not something you're going to be able to beat, Lobo.
I can beat.
Is this what? Another potato? Oh,
No,
wait, you gave the last one away.
that was for family, not for buying things,
Okay.
sister.
What are you going to give her that's better than communication out of this place?
So we give you special things.
What's this we?
So my sister, she's very good at hacking into things. She give you like, oh wait, never mind. That is too easy. Much better thing. We are going up to the levels above, and we are going to hack into some high rolling gambler. While that is going on, we will steal lots of money, and we will buy every guard you need, so that you will have whole network of guards.
They
Oh
don't.
my God, Lobo, that's actually not a bad idea.
If you own half guards, you can have whatever you want.
It's not quite that easy. It's not usually money that they want.
So
But I don't do the other thing. So
what about,
Janetta kind of elbows.
not as payment.
what about software optimization to make that could help you design your own speedware?
Ooh. See, Domino is very smart.
You know, we've got I know a couple of people that can probably work something up for you. I mean, I have to confirm with them, but you give me 5 minutes.
Yes, I will keep these on hand. And if you come back with a better proposal, you will get first dibs.
Okay.
But if you've got to talk to other people, I will give you a week.
Oh, I don't need a week. I need 5 minutes. I walk over to Marie and say, so do you think maybe you could whip something up I'm sure you've got something that we could trade for in terms of code.
You see, sister? Domino is very smart.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Well, yes, he's helping you get more cybercrap. I could negotiate to get you more cybercrap. I just don't want to.
You're very cranky. You had trauma. You have been.
She doesn't support your dreams.
No, I don't fucking support this dream. Sorry.
It is okay. I understand. You are very much in mood.
In mood. I've been in mood for 5 years. It has nothing to do with the thing with the peer-to-peer.
I mean, mood. Your in mood change though. I think I need to stop talking. I see the look in your eye.
I appreciate that.
You know, if we have a little bit of time, hey Janetta, you want to find one of these rooms? it is not you, it is my sister. She need time to cool off and not be mad at me.
I think it's going to be more than 30 seconds that I need to cool off.
You say hurtful things.
So, Domino, as you ask Patches that even if she does try and message, it does now come back as message undeliverable.
Oh, the signal's gone.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I was actually, I met the Marie that is the designer, not
Oh,
Patches.
Maya?
Maya, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's
I
why.
don't
I'm confused.
Marie.
No, it's fine. I can't believe I got that mixed up.
Names are hard. Just
They
like
are.
words.
While that, we're still, am I able to buy some string? Or find some string?
Some string, yeah. She probably has a ton of string, like just in a pile for connecting certain things in cybertech.
I was talking more for a necklace.
Oh,
It is important.
Because I'll say I overhear this conversation, but I don't comment on it, so I just kind of like take the time to be like, you know what, maybe now is a good time to do it, as any.
Cool. Arts and
Uh,
crafts.
when you do go over to Maya and Felisa, they're like, we would need much more than we have on hand to be able to come up with any kind of communication relay system. If we'd had that capability, we would have probably just done it for Valve for taking us in.
No, I meant I wasn't talking about communication for, I was talking about,
Oh, the
Right.
cyberware for the neural.
yes, right. Optimization of code to make her stuff better.
Yeah, we don't. We'd have to bring all the stuff down, I think, for them to be able to do anything like that.
But are you talking about for Lobo, the
Yeah, to get him the Sanavistan speedware. Or the Karen Zakov, I apologize.
they're like, well, I mean, if we had the right equipment, yeah, we could do it, but he kind of looks on the verge of having too much cyberware. And she kind of lowers her voice, trying to make it so the Lobo doesn't hear
And
her.
Obscura just looks at him and is like, yes.
These people judging me.
You like this?
I
first
mean, I've
cyber
recently
psychosis.
dealt with somebody who has cyberpsychosis, and I don't recommend it.
Oh,
I psychosis you.
I just look at them. I'm like, her.
So you know Kiara.
Oh yes.
Do I know her?
We're
Yes.
familiar. Shut up, Lobo.
And on that note, we will pick back up in this argument next week. It is time. Thank you for coming out for this fantastic game of chaos. And what will Lobo do? I feel like that's a
Does Lobo know?
Lobo doesn't know. He's out of potatoes. What is he gonna do?
There's a potato where his brain should be. It's a little withered.
It's the one that got mashed.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you to my players. We do have merch and there's slowly more and more things coming out. I'm super excited that I have an emotional support undead shirt or two coming.
I also actually ordered one myself. So
Awesome.
Let us outro our players and meet them and see what else they have going on. Tim.
Tim, playing Lobo, the hobo. I'm not going to go any further with that one. I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm working on crafting my own project that I'm restarting, and playing around with a homebrew right now. That's a lot of fun. That hopefully we're playtesting, so hopefully that'll come out and be a lot of fun for people to play. I'd say more, but I can't. So
we will wait anxiously for more words about it.
yes, all I'll say is it's a really unique form of character creation. So
Eric, what Trissie's?
I'm Eric. I'm disparate any social media. I'm playing the executive that has skills in design.
Marie.
I'm Marie. You can find me on Twitter at Woven Freckles, and I'm playing Patch.
Other Eric.
Hello, my name is Eric. I'm playing Half Moon Harvey, the fixer in Cyberpunk. And at the moment, my Twitter's account situation is weird, so
I dropped the link and then I was like, oh, sad.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come back. Either it's going to come back or I'm going to have to make a new one. But I am Trials of Brent TTRPG on Twitter and on Instagram. Currently making a beginner's guide called Island 101 for my game, and at some point we may actually be playtesting that game as well. So looking forward to that.
Cool.
And Kat, I'm Autumn Knox on Twitter. I play Obscura, our netrunner, and Lobo's angry little sister. You can find me here Fridays and every other week for Chaos Commentary with Kristen. And next Thursday, I will be part of our preview play of Stealing Songs for the Devil. The title is long, but I got it this time. We have a guest DM and everything. It's gonna be really cool, and I'm really excited to play this one.
We got some exciting guests.
We have some awesome guests. It's gonna be a good time.
And I am Kristen. I have been your GM for this evening. You can find me on the internet at Darcy Reelish. Tomorrow night, you can find me back on Exquisite Corpse Presents. I'm gonna shout it out. Give me a second. It's a long name.
Why didn't you just put it in as ECP?
Because I have to do the shout outs through this one with the actual name of the channel. I can't just do it myself.
Lame.
Yes. But tomorrow we come back for the premiere of season 2 of Sister Cities. And there's secrets and excitement and big changes. We're doing a 3-month time jump.
Ooh.
So lots is happening.
All the dramas.
As far as on the channel goes, it is off. There's 3 of our shows that are off for the mid-season break next week. But most Mondays, you can find us here playing Artena, where I DM in my 5e homebrew world, which has been lots of fun. And Steve, who plays Errol in that game, is actually running the special one-shot next week. On Tuesdays at 1 p.m., we have Watercolored Wizardry. Oh, and Times are Pacific with Maria, our watercolored wizard, who is starting art for the Thursday night game, which is exciting. And she also takes commissions. I have dropped her links in the chat if you ever want to commission her for anything. And she's going to be doing some commissions eventually on camera, and that's going to be fun. Then also on Tuesday is the second of 2 one-shots for the new game that she DMs, Misguided Magic. And it will be Allison, Beth, and Kristen. I will be Chris on that show because over there we have 2 Kristens. And they will be going through them meeting up and getting to where they will be when we all start the official season. And that is very exciting. On Wednesday is Chaos Commentary, as Kat said. Every other week we have that. And then on the off weeks, it is Chaos Curiosities.
It's Curiosities this week.
Yeah, it is Curiosities this week. We get confused.
We just had friend Dawn on Wednesday.
Yes, we did. And then I became your arms at the end.
Chaos.
It was a wild show. It was a wild show. Then on Thursdays, though next week it is also on season break, is At the Threshold with Chad, North Shore DM, running us through that, where I play Exterreri.
The emotional support undead.
Yes, the emotional support undead, and you can get that shirt. But thanks for coming out, and we won't see you next week because this is also going to be on mid-season break next week, so we will see you in 2 weeks.
We'll be back on the 5th of August.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
Continue this story. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, wait, do we want to raid? Let's raid Ladies of D&D.
Okay, now we all have to sit here and stare because
I'm sorry. I will get better eventually. I will riff and talk.
You just need to come up with
You can have the awkward moment that I had on Wednesday.
we just need to have a raid stare, you know?
But she has to give me the name, and she never does until the last second.
No, I mean to fill
We're
the
going.
time.
I was better for a while.
And we're out.